Check this guy out. Check this guy out, though.
I think the best answer to that is that they were looking for fundamental information on compounds that would be capable of causing changes in behavior, changes in mental attitude.
Did you ever consider what would have happened if any of these substances were given to, say, unwitting people?
I don't even think he's human.
Oh, I don't remember having considered that specifically.
What if you... I trust perhaps you've thought about it.
Well, I haven't worried about it. Your question again, what would I have thought had I known that
Any of these substances
Is he
would
drunk?
have been given to...
unwitting persons?
You mean a hostile agent of another government?
No, I mean
that was probably...
testing it out on an American citizen.
Tax dollars hard at work.
I guess I must seem very, very cold-blooded about this, but I don't recall ever having been very much preoccupied with that issue.
But many drugs were tested in this way.
Used hostile design to push the kind of large-scale outcomes they wanted. There's not a whole lot of room for subjectivity in some of these tools.
Food is being tainted by dangerous chemicals, and it's making us sick.
Master services.
The company accused of storing illegal amounts of radioactive and fracking waste in Martins Ferry.
If you're looking at like the background Earth level in this area, we're about 50 counts per minute.
Bev Reed here is holding the Ludlum 3000, a radiation detector.
Father dresses in a suit, takes him to this room, and he takes the kids there. They're excited. Put the kids in the room, and the girl says, come back to pick them up at 7 o'clock. He said, what do you mean? Come back to pick them up at 7 o'clock. He leaves, comes back 7 o'clock. No one's there.
Shut down.
To submit themselves to government-assisted dying because of the benefits on the cost-saving side.
North of the Bay Area and south of Sacramento. And for the past 8 years, its largely middle and working class communities have been facing what many locals consider a hostile takeover.
They've destroyed the lives
April
of
26,
migrant
23.
children, including the staggering 85,000 that are missing. Today, children will work overnight shifts at slaughterhouses, factories, restaurants to pay their debts to smugglers and traffickers. Today, children will be sold for sex. Today, children will call a hotline to report they are being abused, neglected, and trafficked. And we don't know if they're going to get the help they need. For nearly a decade, unaccompanied children have been suffering in the shadows. And I have to confess, I knew nothing about their suffering until 2021, when I volunteered to help the Biden administration